This movie is going to show you how to get started using an Arduino. The first thing you need to do is to get a USB cable and connect the Arduino to the laptop. Start the Arduino software by clicking on this icon. The first thing you need to do once you've got the software up and running is just to go into the Tools menu and check, first of all, that the board that you've got is an Arduino Uno. So the one that we're using will be that one, and you just need to make sure that the software thinks that's what it is. And you just go in here and also check that the board that you've connected up has been hooked up to one of the COM ports. Otherwise you're going to get a bunch of errors when you try and download any software to a board that's not there. So when you first open the software, you get a little code fragment there. It's got one thing which is a setup function, and it's got another which is a loop function. And they're always going to be in every program which you write. So writing program just involves putting something in the setup and something in the loop. To get started, we're going to go into the File and Examples and Basics and find Blink. And so this is the software we'll use to get started with. All it does is a little light emitting diode which is on the Arduino board itself comes built in, and we're just going to make that blink. The stuff at the beginning of the program here is just an explanation of that, and the code starts there, and now it's all on the screen. Okay, as you can see, there's a setup function that's just got one instruction in it, and that's called pin mode. And then there's the loop function which has got 3 or 4 instructions in it. So if you want to make this program run, you just go up here and click the upload arrow, and you can see the progress down here, and it's telling you what it's doing over there. So now you can see that it's uploading, and it's finished uploading. So if you look over at your board now, you should find it blinking. So let's just have a little look and see what's going on here. Okay, the Arduino board itself, along one side of it, has got 13 input and output pins. Those pins can be configured to be either inputs or outputs, whatever you want. And the pin mode instruction is for doing that. So this instruction here is setting one of the pins to be an output pin. In the board that we have got, this LED built in is actually pin 13, so we could just write configure pin 13 to be an output. That's all we're doing to set the thing up. Then we come down to look at the rest of the program. This loop function is going to just be repeated. In other words, the program is going to loop back to the start every time it gets to the end. Digital write means that we're writing to one of the digital outputs. And again, we're writing to this built-in LED, which is pin 13. So again, we could change that to 13 if we wanted. And we're setting that pin high. That means we're turning it on. You notice the word high is in blue. That's because high is a keyword. So keywords in this language are printed in blue. Digital write is in red. So the red ink is used to show functions. Delay is another function, and we're delaying for 1000 milliseconds. So delays are always in milliseconds. So this is a 1 second delay. And then we're going to write to pin 13 again, and we're going to turn it off. So setting it high means the voltage is high, setting it low means the voltage is low. We leave it low for another second, and then the program loops back to the beginning. Over here you'll see comments. They just explain what each instruction in the program is doing. If you do a couple of forward slashes, anything after those forward slashes is ignored by the program, it's only there for you to read. So the program is just this little bit over here. If you want to have a little play with it, you can change the length of these delays. You can make the pin flash faster or slower if you want.